Hi, everyone. Do you feel easily overwhelmed and you don't understand why? Today, I'm going to talk about why we might be susceptible to feeling overwhelmed after experiencing a traumatic event, such as the pandemic, natural disasters, accidents, loss, and so on. I will also give you some practical tools. But first, I want to tell you that every emotion is valid and important. Judging our overwhelm does not make it go away and instead can intensify it. So please do not put yourself down for feeling this way. What is overwhelm? Overwhelm is when everything just seems too much to deal with. When we have a lot going on, feeling overwhelmed is normal. For example, after an entire year of isolation and social distancing and not interacting with a lot of people due to the pandemic, we might feel overwhelmed going back to the office, socializing and interacting with a group of people, being in close proximity to others, being sensitive to sounds, and having to dress up formal again. Those are all normal signs that you need time to adjust to living in a different way than you have in the past year or so. In fact, every feeling has a purpose. Our overwhelm might try to tell us to pace ourselves, slow down, delegate, have more time to acclimate, and decrease our stress somehow. But when our overwhelm is disproportional to the task, event, or emotion, feel it on a regular basis, it lasts for an extended time and is interfering in our lives, our overwhelm might be an alarm signal that perhaps we are experiencing trauma symptoms that need attention and healing. Why would trauma cause us to be overwhelmed? Well, let me explain. When we experience trauma, our logical mind, which is the left side of the brain, is partially hijacked by the fight, flight, freeze response and is not operating 100% anymore. The left brain is generally in charge of our focus, memory, knowledge, language, such as the ability to speak or making sense of spoken or written words, certain math skills, perceiving time, and more. Because we do not have full access to our logical brain, we might not be able to focus, have trouble remembering, difficulty making decisions, accessing words, listening to others, or anything else that is connected to our logical brain. For example, many people have told me that they are easily overwhelmed by conversations and listening to others. This might be very confusing for couples. On one hand, they love their partner and want to spend time together, but on the other hand, they just feel stressed and irritated and might even start avoiding them so they don't have to listen or have conversations. The reason might be that when the left and right brain hemispheres are not working together after trauma, it takes a huge effort to access our language center. Although we might feel the other person is talking too much, it might not be about them, but our compromised brain. So what can we do about it? Since our nervous system is overriding our logical brain, usually we have a hard time finding any solutions. So addressing our nervous system is most important. But the only way our nervous system is willing to back down and to move out of survival mode is to foster a sense of safety and calmness in our body. You can find tools on working with your nervous system, such as orienting, breathing techniques, humming, gargling, and more in my other videos. Today, I want to give you some practical tools. First, I want to invite you to stay away from negative self-talk, such as putting yourself down for being overwhelmed, and instead practice supportive self-talk, such as, it's okay to be overwhelmed and it is difficult to feel this way. You don't have to lie to yourself by saying something positive. That is not true. But you can have compassion for yourself and comfort yourself. For example, this is hard, but I'm going to explore how I can calm down my nervous system and will try to find ways to heal. There are some other steps you can take. Become a curious observer of yourself and notice when you begin to be stressed. For example, do you feel more intense when someone is talking? You have to complete a task, or when you feel certain emotions. Now identify and name your stressors. For example, I'm stressed when my partner is talking a lot. When I think of the future, or ... I become overwhelmed. Naming your feelings can help externalize them rather than keeping them bottled up inside. Emotions want to be acknowledged, and ignoring them usually backfires and can make them stronger. On the other hand, holding your emotions with regard and tenderness can help to reduce their negative power. Be aware of your physical sensations in your body. This way, you can learn how your body responds to specific stressors. Write down your emotions for 15 minutes in form of journaling, writing poems, songs, and so on. This can help us to express and process our feelings, make sense of them, connect us to creativity, but also to reorganize our brain by connecting our emotions with written words. Ultimately, this may improve our well-being and decrease our trauma symptoms. Also, it might help you to share your feelings with your partner and friends so that they do not take your behavior personally and can support you better. For example, if listening or having conversations are difficult for you, explain to your partner that words are hard to find and listening requires focus and understanding. When your logical mind is compromised, you might want to say, "Can we talk later? I need some time to gather my thoughts," or something like that. You can't receive support if you don't explore or express what you need. Perhaps you can find a way that works for you and your partner. There can be many reasons that cause us to be overwhelmed, such as depression and anxiety, ADHD, autism, and more. But today I talked about overwhelm being a trauma reaction. I hope this video helped. If you want more tools, you can also take my online course called The Emotive Sensory Process. It is a 4-minute exercise which can help you to identify what is overwhelming, but also lessen the intensity of your overwhelm or any other feelings. I hope that you can share with us what worked for you so we can support and learn from each other. Please do not give up, but keep exploring how you can improve your life. Subscribe and hit the notification button. See you next time.